With all the recent winter storms passing through the area, Mother Nature has really piled it on. More sub-zero temperatures and snow is expected in this weekend's forecast. The 40 passengers may not be with us in body, but collectively, they built a legacy of courage and honor that remains here at this site and with all Americans forever. PennDOT reminds all motorists driving on the roads this winter to always wear your seatbelt, slow down on bridges and ramps, and make sure your vehicle is prepared for the roadways, including having an emergency kit. You can find more tips on justdrivepa.org. By the time the project is complete, Cadis believes Tibbin Gymnasium will be one of the best facilities in all the state of Pennsylvania. It's always a challenge to learn how to play an instrument, learn how to read music, and learn how to perform in front of people, especially at a young age. But if you put your mind to it, you can do it. September 11th, 2001 is one of the most tragic days in the history of the United States. The lives of many Americans were changed. Many lives were lost in plane crashes at the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in Shanksville. The lives of the families and friends of the victims were also changed forever. 13 years later, the feeling of that day still remains with those family members as they return to the site to honor their fallen loved ones.
Our brother, son, and nephew, Louis, Joey, Mackie.
My sweetheart, my daughter, Cece Ross Lyles.
Everyone always remembers where they were at the time of the attacks, including the highest in authority such as congressmen, senators, and former Speaker of the House Dennis Hazard. During the ceremony in Shanksville, Hazard recalled what he did at the time of all three attacks. At the end of his remarks, he honored the brave passengers of Flight 93 who saved this country from much worse destruction.
They knew that that plane had turned around. They knew that it was headed for Washington, D.C. They knew that would happen in the World Trade Tower because they had the earphones. They were talking back to their families and their offices. They knew what happened in the Pentagon. And they, with their courage and their strength, took down that plane.
To honor everyone aboard Flight 93, the Congressional Gold Medal was awarded to the memorial in a private ceremony on September 10th at the U.S. Capitol. The medal was displayed for the first time at the ceremony on September 11th. This comes as part of the Fallen Heroes of 9/11 Act, stating the Congressional Gold Medal is to be struck on each of the 9/11 sites. The inscription of the medal was read by the children of two victims of Flight 93.
The medal is inscribed with these words: a common field one day, a field of honor forever, and Act of Congress 2011.
Above the dome of the Capitol is the inscription, "We honor the passengers and crew of Flight 93 who perished in a Pennsylvania field on September 11, 2001. Their courageous action will be remembered forever."
The medal will remain on display until Sunday, September 14th. It will not be seen again until the dedication of the new Visitor Center in September 2015. Along with the medal, Hazard also presented the American flag that hung above the Capitol on 9/11. For if it wasn't for the courage of the passengers, it would not be standing today. The 40 passengers may not be with us in body, but collectively, they built a legacy of courage and honor that remains here at this site and with all Americans forever. From the Flight 93 Memorial in Shanksville, Matt Catrillo, CUTV News. Waldo West Tibbin Gymnasium and Natatorium has been the home of Clarion University athletic, health, and physical education programs since 1968. But due to increasingly small space and deterioration to the building, it was time for a change. Clarion Athletic Director Dave Cadis knows a new facility could play a factor bringing in recruits.
It doesn't hurt to have a brand new facility for those kids that are on the fence. That's sometimes a deal closer, and it will be a deal closer with teams maybe out in the East that don't have an upgraded facility like we do, and it might sway students when, if they're deciding on the Mercyhurst and Gannons or Slippery Rocks and Edinburghs or Seton Hills or UPJs. They may come because it is a brand new facility, and it certainly doesn't hurt.
The renovation idea also came about seeing other Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference schools upgrade their facilities, such as rival schools California and IUP.
I don't go anywhere without my phone, and I videotaped everything at IUP's facility and everything at California's facility to show our contractors, hey, this may be a little bit bigger than what you're thinking, but some of the things that they do have, I'd like to have you consider in our new facility.
The project will include the renovation of present classrooms, offices, training rooms, and locker rooms. It also calls for a new building that will hold a new natatorium. A new fitness center and dance studio will also be added separate from the new building. The new building will also include new seating, most notably at the baseline each side of the court. By the time the project is complete, Cadiz believes Tippin Gymnasium will be one of the best facilities in all the state of Pennsylvania. From Tippin Gymnasium, Matt Catrillo, CUTV News. Firefighters in Beaver County are shaving their heads to raise money for cancer research. 15 members of the Big Knob Volunteer Fire Department agreed to shave their heads after Gavin Myers of Elwood City died from cancer after he turned 1. This is the 4th year of fundraising in memory of Gavin. In the past 3 years, $50,000 have been raised.